Greetings, hockey fans! Welcome from the icebox as I shatter the silence around the arena. It is eerily silent. We're less than 10 minutes away from warm-ups, and no music's playing, nothing. I made it haptic. Enjoy the silence. All right, so for any Depeche Mode fans out there, if you didn't know what that's from, there was a band back in the 80s and 90s and afterwards, but mostly known in the 80s and 90s, named Depeche Mode. One of their hit songs was "Enjoy the Silence." Never again is what you swore the time before, and that'll be the number of penalties that were picked up in the varsity game last night. But this morning, for some breakfast hockey, the JV Capitals take on the Stars again. The JV Capitals ended up falling 3-2. They were up 2-0 at one juncture, but ended up relinquishing 3 unanswered goals, and Lincoln picked up the win, and in so doing, the Stars ended up securing first place in the JV standings, and the Capitals JV team now is locked into number 2. Didn't mention this at the beginning, but for those who don't know, and you probably do though, this is Kevin Way, your play-by-play voice for the Des Moines Capitals. This nearly finished 2025-26 season. It is game 30 today. The Capitals have 2 more games later this week. A home-and-home series on the road in Waterloo Thursday, and then hosting the Warriors on Friday. And then the regular season will be done, and then it's on to the tournament the weekend after that, and then the Capitals' regular season is over. But the varsity team very well may advance to the high school national tournament up in the Twin Cities later in March. So there will still be more Capitals hockey. Although if that happens, we will not be streaming those national games here on YouTube because, well, we're not allowed to. So to go over the JV standings here quickly. So with last night's win, Lincoln now has 56 points. The Capitals have 49 with only 3 games left. The maximum number of points the Capitals can get is 55. And if Lincoln just lost out from here on out, which they probably won't do because they have they are 27-0-0-2 in JV. And of course that second 0 is overtime losses, and there are no overtime losses in JV. They just go immediately to the shootout, but we just say the whole thing. So even if they lose out from here, the Stars will get no less than 56 points. The Capitals can get no more than 55, and so they are where they are. The Capitals are, however, more than 6 points ahead of the Fremont Warbirds, who have 42 points. So if for some reason the Capitals were to lose out at the JV level from here on out, and the Warbirds were to finish the season with 3 more straight wins, then they would have 48 points. Same is true for the Oakleys, who are tied with Fremont at 42 points apiece. So the Capitals have secured second place in the JV standings. They are locked in at that spot. We'll take time now to thank our first period presenting sponsors. As the amount of silence here is still a bit eerie. I feel like I'm looking for a quiet sign to be held up for like Brooks Koepka or someone to go for a putt. All right. Anyways, thinking of buying or selling your home? Let Jen Stambro Real Estate help you. Jen has been a trusted broker in the Des Moines area since 2006 with expertise representing buyers, sellers, investors, builders, new construction, and executive estates. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Jen is there to help walk you through the process. Learn more about Jen and her team at jenstambrorealestate.com. Then we also want to thank the sponsor of the penalty box, which ended up extremely busy yesterday, and that's Tint World. Tint World is your automotive styling center where they focus on the fun in your vehicle. They do window tint, paint protection film, vehicle wraps, and ceramic coating. They can also upgrade your stereo system, add remote start, and even add purple lighting to your ride to get you in the Capital spirit on the way to the game. Tint World also focuses on residential and commercial glass to help alleviate heat or glare, or to add privacy to your home or office. Stop in and see Tint World in Urbandale from 8 to 6, Mondays through Saturdays. In the background, a couple of the Lincoln players they're doing the kind of the chuck a puck, and they can actually throw it pretty high and get it to land flat. Or if they've considered being refs, you have to drop it from a much lower height. Anyways, we want to thank the sponsor of the Caps Kids Captain program, and that's the Goddard School of Waukee. The Goddard School of Waukee believes the start of your child's journey matters, and their mission is to provide the most innovative and inspirational educational experience for young children and families in their community. Call 515-297-6555 or go to goddardschool.com to learn more. I'm hoping we have one more Caps Kids Captain this season on Friday night. Should, but I don't know with certainty. Okay, we also want to, with certainty, thank our marketing partners, starting with Trillic Studio. Trillic Studio is a one-of-a-kind audio and video production facility housed in the iconic Crescent Building in downtown Des Moines. Visit trillicstudio.com to learn more and to get a little bit of an idea what Trillics can do for your business, your nonprofit organization, any other organization you may have, or maybe even your family. You can check out the Capitals hype video, which was released just before Thanksgiving in advance of the Turkey Cup. That's always the Tuesday before Thanksgiving when the Capitals and the Oakleys play the biggest game, and all of the Midwest League high school hockey routinely gets over 1,700 fans. It's a lot of fun. For most of the players, it'll be the most number of fans they ever play in front of. Like, the only way they might play in front of more otherwise is if anyone goes on to a really good NAHL team. So otherwise, you don't get attendance like that anywhere close in NCAA D3. Very little of ACHA, although there are some. Liberty University, notably. Minot State can get a lot of fans too. Approach that amount, but yeah. So anyways, so back to the hype video as we steer back on. I just kind of weave in and out of topics. It all comes together. It's not unlike our current president. But Trillic's got some help this season with the hype video from some students from the Des Moines Area Community College. DMAC. Established in 1966, DMAC is now Iowa's largest community college and offers over 220 credit programs to individuals seeking degrees, diplomas, or certificates. DMAC's main campus is in Ankeny, but it has 2 other campuses in the greater Des Moines area, 3 other campuses in central Iowa, and 6 learning centers in the area as well. DMAC's mission is changing lives and empowering communities. And with 500 plus faculty and staff, small class sizes, and the lowest tuition and fees in the state, it can. Find out if DMAC is right for you at dmac.edu. Again, that's dmacc.edu. And we will cut back to the live look here from the ice box as a couple of the officials have made their way on, and there's the third. Does look like an entirely different officiating crew from last night. That may be a good thing, just in case either teams have any sort of hostility towards the refs from last night. It felt like during JV we're trying to let the players play on senior nights, and as Roger Waters once saying, give any one species too much rope and they'll, I'll substitute the next word, mess, and substitute it up. And that's kind of what ended up happening. Now the varsity game spiraled completely out of control at the end. We'll discuss that a little bit because it does have implications on the roster for JV here this morning. So, amidst all of the skirmishes, the fracases at the end of the varsity game last night, Luke Behrens ended up picking a 5 for fighting and a 10-minute misconduct, so he is out, suspended for this game. Obviously, it also means he's suspended for the varsity game, which neither of those are good things whatsoever. But so the JV team will be running 5 defensemen this morning. So it'll be Brett Augustine, Jackson Carter, Jensen Glovick, Gabe Sin, Braden Hicklin, and we'll see how all of them are deployed. If it just ends up a straight rotation, or I guess I will not be surprised if we see Brett Augustine out a lot, pairing with some of the younger defensemen, and we'll see. Coach Tony Weil, who's not on the bench, he has to watch this one from the stands because the varsity team picked up so many penalties that Tony is suspended today's games as well. So as is the head coach for Lincoln. Both teams picked up a ton of penalties yesterday. So both head coaches are not on the bench this morning. So James Curran and Cooper Cook will be in charge today. Tyler Nelson is still out for the Capitals. He, of course, made the trip, but out due to injury. There is a small chance he's able to go later this week against Waterloo, although it's not probable. We'll wait and see together. That's one of those tough things to really think about. Is like, you want to try to, if you can go, do you want to try to get him a game before the tournament just to kind of get back into it, or do you just play it safe? I personally would probably, it's hard to say. It's just really hard to say. If he's not really close to 100%, my inclination would be to play it safe. But if he is really close to 100%, or if he, of course, is at 100%, give it a go. So we'll find out together later. Stay tuned later this week. Different bat time, same bat channel. If Tyler Nelson plays later this week against Waterloo. So he's out. That's the loss of the leading JV scorer in the entire league. Some good news for the Capitals is that Caden Opp, who got dinged up in the JV game yesterday, did play the first period of the varsity game yesterday, but then they shut him down the second and third periods. He is able to go today, and perhaps shutting him down, helped ensure that he is able to go today. And it is very important for the Capitals, both in JV and varsity, for Caden Opp to play. There's no two ways around it, really. And once again, we went into Bruce Babbitt mode. Badit Babbitt. Pan over to Lincoln real quick. I'll have to try to check. I don't know if any of their JV players, that played JV, got the boots. I'm trying to check their roster on Sports Engine real quick to see if there is anyone listed at the bottom as suspended. It doesn't appear so. go to their varsity roster here real quick and see if guys show up as suspended down there. But they will have at least a couple. Yeah, so the 2 stars suspended are Cash Schwartman and Cooper Grosserode. Cooper has played just under half the JV games for Lincoln this season, but he did not play JV yesterday. If I recall correctly, it's like, how can you not remember? It's like, trust me, this all. Can run together quickly. Starting in net this morning for Lincoln, looks like it'll be Matthew Fisher. 17 games played, 716 minutes. He has 3 shutouts, a 195 goals against average, .888 save percentage, and a 14-0-0-2 record. In net for the Capitals is Tyke Sams. Sams enters this contest. In 12 games played, 537 minutes, 3 shutouts, 159 goals against average, .890 save percentage, 11-1-0-0 record. Caden Opp out there with AJ Junta, Ryan Logan, Brett Augustine, and Gabe Sin. Riker Noden taking the face-off for the Stars. He's flanked by Cole Brown, Cooper Willis, the defense, Trevor Broadfoot, and Evan Clausen. One of the linesmen appears to have headed off quickly. Oh, I think he probably went to get some stuff to repair the back of the net. Maybe? Because one of the linesmen, we'll head over here real quick. One of the linesmen was looking, and we do see there is a bit of a hole near the left post of some size, and maybe they're looking to close that up. They were also doing a little bit with the flaps on the back, the bottom of the net also. So we'll take a look at the extent of the repair work that they're looking to do, and it looks like they're focusing predominantly on that area down around the bottom bar, that white bottom bar on the net. So we'll see how long this takes to repair. Obviously, the Icebox has higher caliber nets available for the USHL games, and I definitely understand why they want to keep those exclusively, fairly exclusively, to the Stars. Looks like they're okay with the net now, so it's just a little bit of repair. And we are underway. Face-off one back to Augustine. Logan in on for the puck. Junta will get there. Chips it towards the opposite corner. Lincoln chips it off the glass. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Puck is rolling all the way down for icing. So the Capitals will get an offensive zone face-off. 20 seconds into this opening period this Sunday morning of February 15th. Opp on the face-off again against Noden. Battle for the puck. Opp puts it back to the point. Sin shot directed away by Fisher. Logan wraps the puck down. Send it up front. Junta shot saved by Fisher. Nice puck movement down low early on this shift by the Capitals. Puck knocked out to the neutral zone. Augustine sends it back in. Battle for the puck in front of the Lincoln bench. Noden ships it towards Brown. Brown diving for it. Couldn't quite get the puck. Opp has it poked away. Leo Miller with it. 2-on-1. Pass towards Samson Rose. Broken up by Augustine. Puck knocked to the low half wall. Ben Augustine will get to it. Stopped at the blue line by Broadfoot. Trevor Broadfoot from the Tri-City area. Joined the Lincoln Stars this season. Helped Tri-City win the Omaha High School League Championship last year. Wetzel skating in. Shot. Glove save by Fisher. And he'll freeze it at the 1:26 mark. The Stars have a history of having some 2 or 3 players who are serious from the Tri-City area. Tri-City, the Storm, used to, for 3 seasons back in the mid-2000s, played in the league, but have not since. They are routinely quite good in the Omaha High School Hockey League, which is somewhat similar to the Iowa High School Alliance. Shot by Wenzel over the net. And you do occasionally see a player from Tri-City go on to play junior hockey. And not just the ones who play here, but legitimately that play for the Tri-City team. Clearing attempt, stopped by Glovic, still on the blue line. Ben Augustine skating it in. Couldn't get it through the skate of Jamison Cavito. Capitals will have to regroup. Wenzel hounded in the neutral zone. Puck starts fluttering on him. Logan Westphal will get to it, chips it in, goes in on the forecheck. Puck quickly moved to Cavito. Cavito passes up to the left side, up towards Isaac Parker. Capitals get it back. Eden trying to work his way around the traffic. Now Hicklin battling with a pair of Stars down low. Stars get it. Up to the point. Rebound! Puck cleared towards the corner. Sam's made the initial save and then couldn't tell whose stick ended up knocking that to the corner, but thankfully for the Capitals, somebody's did. Brody Garnis with it. Passes across towards Westfold. Fields that one. Chips it in before the red line, and it will go for icing. Puck will come back down to the Capitals defensive zone for a face-off at the 3:01 mark. Moving on the draw. Face-off won by Noden. Pass up to the point. Pass back, intended to go back to the half wall to Brown, but that pass was off the mark. Puck moves his way right back towards the position where Brown was. Eden tried to poke the puck out. Point shot got blocked out front. Puck wrapped by Cooper Willis down behind the Capitals net. Riker Noden will get it. Engaged quickly in the corner by Brett Augustine. Eden there as well. Willis has joined the play. Westfold kind of that third man in, that layer of defense. You can really see the Capitals' layer of defense on the screen. It's kind of like layers to an onion was one way to kind of explain it to like 10U, 12U players, so they don't do too much defensive structure with 10Us really. But you saw the Westfold with the one layer out on the onion, and you could see the other defenseman a layer out, and then Brody Garnis an even further layer out. So I would assume if the coaches watch that one later, they'll be pleased with the Capitals' defensive positioning. Capitals get the puck. Caden Opp with it. Speeds into the neutral zone. Works his way around Thomas. Taken down. We have a penalty. Quickly whistled. Again, it appears that we have an entirely different officiating crew as Braden Thomas goes off for tripping. He'll go to the 10th World Sin Bin at the 4:19 mark. So that one was called quickly by the referee, and that's probably a good thing to do. Set the tone early. They probably got the report out of this game and know to do so as Ops taken down off the face-off. Rat puck takes an interesting bounce off the boards. Puck cleared out to the neutral zone. All the way down. Opp will get it from behind the Capitals' net. Passes it back to West. West sends it across towards Opp. Opp across to Junta. Junta saucers one across. Picked up by Logan. Logan sends it to the end boards. Augustine has it poked away, but Logan right there to pick up the loose puck. Pushes it to West. West having to shield it. I think that was Miller. Pass back to West along the half wall. Feeds it across to the far face-off circle. Off, shot, blocked, and cleared by the Stars. Because Evan Clausen with the clear. Logan back for it. Leaves it for Opp. Opp loses into the neutral zone. Works his way around Bliss. Now around the net, looking for a wraparound attempt. Trying to feed it up towards Augustine. Opp centers it out towards Junta. Junta to Augustine. Shot. Saved by Fisher. Pass across. Touching Ryan Logan. What a feed by A.J. Junta. All he had to do, Logan just had to have a stick there, push it in. Tap, tap, tap it. Ryan Logan scores power play goal at the 5:46 mark. But what a setup by Junta, who leads JV in assists, if I remember correctly. And there's a good reason why right there. I think Ben Augustine will get a second assist. We shall, although maybe Caden Opp, we'll see what they announce. I'm trying to remember the exact order of things. I thought it ended up Augustine to Junta, but could have been Opp, and then Ben Augustine had touched the puck before Opp, so we'll listen together. Opp takes the puck away. And it is Ben Augustine with the second assist, so I believe me and the officials' eyes agreed, and that's why this officiating crew is just outstanding. We already know it. How do you know that, Kevin? They agreed with me, that's why. That's all it takes? Yeah, I'm joking. Gabe Sin with the puck for the Capitals. He'll skate it into the neutral zone. Down in front of the benches. Puck gets poke check. Ends up going up and into the Stars bench. Cooper Willis fishes it out, hands it to the linesman. It's going to end up a face-off at center ice because it was right at, well, I take that back. It was kind of a, you had a either or, just to kind of depended where you felt like that puck got sent out at, but they go with the dot. Either's fine. I mean, this offensive zone face-off dot's better for the Capitals, really. And the more I think about it, it probably was closer to that face-off dot. Glovic back for it. Loses the handle. Centering to 10. Broken up by West. West passes it, but it goes right to Willis. Didn't have a man down in the corner like he thought he did. Willis with it. Passes it up towards the point. Oh, it takes a hop right before it gets to the stick of the defenseman. I think that was Larry Sackwitz. Number 88, yes it was. But, puck was making its way to the point, and then all of a sudden, whoop, bounce. Stars jam it out, developing 2-on-1. Pass to Brown, shot, pad save by Sams. Ended up kicking it right out to the corner. Puck sent in towards the crease. Sams ticks it towards the corner. Wouldn't have been a shot, but still wisely ticked away into the corner nonetheless. Glovic trying to work his way, gets a shot in on net, bowls over Thomas, who tried to stand up Glovic. Pass out to Willis. Hicklin back, eating hard in the back check. Shot, Sam, save, rebound! Stayed out, second, another shot by Brown, also stopped by Sams. See if anyone picks up penalties out of this or not. I didn't see any signal for a penalty, but it appears that the hatred has carried over. So how it's like these teams play each other twice a year generally. Oh, preseason game the last 2 seasons as well at the showcase. Boy, if these two teams face each other at the tournament, whether it's the varsity or the JV level, could get interesting. But that's really not the game either of these teams want to play at the tournament, because you don't want to lose a bunch of guys. So anyways. Puck loose from the point. Clausen shot wide. Attempted clear, makes its way out. Clausen skating back for it. Passes across. Puck fed forward up towards Miller. Poked away by Hicklin. Jackson Carter with it. Forward pass up towards Westfold. Westfold not able to maintain the handle. That allowed Clausen to keep it in and send it down low. Hicklin battling in the corner, moves it up to Westfold. Westfold clears it. It will stop before it reaches the goal line, so there will be no icing. So Broadfoot will get in the face-off circle. Forward pass up towards Bliss. Bliss rubbed out along the boards by Logan. Off, area pass towards himself. Chips the puck in. Another wrap. Captain at the point by Sin. Sin fires him towards the net, directed away by Fisher. Assumed by the color of the pads that, let me look at my notes, that Fisher played for Omaha, the Mavericks before this. Well, I don't have a note. Well, not great, Kevin. But look, judging by that white, red, and black pads, I would bet that he did. Up on the face-off, with the face-off 5:43 left in the period. Junta tried centering it. Up centers, puck poked away. Brett Augustine shot, deflected up front, saved by Fisher. Augustine again sends it towards the net. Stopped by Opp. Tried to get a shot up, but had it poked away. Out of the corner, Junta to Logan. Logan fires, shot, score! Ryan Logan! From A.J. Junta for the second time this morning. Caden Opp, I believe, will have the second assist. Ryan Logan with an even strength goal at the 9:41 mark. Well, the Capitals up to a 2-0 lead earlier than yesterday. Let's see if they can build upon it today. Only one assist awarded on that one. The Junta, DDD pass nearly picked off by Willis. Sin had it poked away, centering attempt, up front, shot, score. If you can make those centering passes off the wall when the goaltender is deep on the goal line out front, the goaltender does not have the depth that they would like, and that's why that play is so effective. And Cole Brown places that shot well. Oh boy, Capitals relinquish a goal here at the 9:55 mark. Again, that's nothing Sams could do on that one. Sin ended up mishandling the puck a little bit behind the net. Don't know if it hopped on him or what happened, and then it got poked away. Pass got centered out to Brown, and Brown finishes it. And Willis and Noden awarded the assists on the goal by Cole Brown. Again, Cole is one of the leading scorers in JV this season. Off the face-off, King pokes it up towards Sackwitz. Sackwitz trying to send him towards the net. Good defensive stick by the Capitals, send it high and wide. West trying to move it up towards the wall. Ben Augustine chips it out. Sackwitz back for it. Up towards the neutral zone. Samson Rose connects on a pass over to Paul King. King skating in, shot, save, rebound. Oh, King gets knocked into the net. Now West comes in. Doesn't look like there will be any penalties on this, but I have to assume that this keeps up, that the referee will probably kind of issue both teams a warning. I'm like, hey, West on the face-off. And with Nelson out, lines are different. So instead of Caden Opp centering this line like he had been, he's up there with Junta and Logan and Zach West, as he did yesterday, playing center on this line with Wenzel and Augustine. West, oh, we have a hooking penalty upcoming. Delayed penalty on the Stars. Centering attempt intercepted by King. That generates the whistle. We'll have the hook, and it is on, looks like it's on King. So Paul King escorted to the Tent World sin bin for a hooking minor. I assume it's a hook. Yes. So hooking minor at the 10:52 mark. Capitals going to a Jen Stanbro real estate power play. If I failed to mention, again, that's the Tent World sin bin. Opp on the face-off. Capitals with a prime opportunity to get another Matt Reed Country Financial insurance tally. West pass tip, but it still makes its way to Ben Augustine. Augustine over to Opp at the top of the face-off circle. Nice move by Opp, spinning away, pass towards Augustine. His shot blocked. Junta will keep it in, send it down towards the corner. Clausen gets to it, rings it around the boards. And West will collect the puck in the neutral zone. Fake the drop pass, skates it into the neutral zone himself. Tripped up. No penalty, puck's still loose. Hand pass. So with the hand pass in the offensive zone, I come out. Up on this face-off. Facing off against Samson Rose. Puck gets tipped back to West. West feeds it over towards Augustine. Augustine chips it down towards the end boards. Yeah, late hit on Ryan Logan. Oh, sorry, on AJ Junta. Oh, are you taking both of them? Looks like Britton Donner and AJ Junta are both heading off, so referee is so rough in a slash. So the this referee is clamping down early, which is probably a very good idea. So matching minors will still skate 5-on-4. Capitals still on the power play for another minute and 11 seconds. Opp on the draw again against Rose. Augustine sends it back to West, moves it across to Logan. Logan, shot, glove save by Fisher, as he was able to track that one all the way in fairly easily. Another offensive zone face-off here with 3:12 left in the first. Again, Opp on the draw. Opp wins it forward. Poked towards the corner by Fisher. Opp's pass intercepted by Clausen. Clausen, long clear. Goes wide of the net. Sam sticks it over towards West. West, long pass up towards the center line up to Wenzel. Connects up to Ben Augustine. Augustine trying to work his way around Clausen. And to deal with a rolling puck. Clausen will get to it. He'll shovel it. Hits the referee, though. Pass by West down towards Wenzel. Centering pass out to Logan. Shot. Got deflected. And Clausen with the clear. Opp cruises in. And there's going to be a penalty on Leo Miller. Trip or a hook? Trip. So Leo Miller off for tripping. Capitals will have a 5-on-3 power play for 21 seconds. This is a real prime opportunity for the Capitals. A different look on this power play, though. Eden, Westfold, Garnes, Augustine, and Carter. Augustine stops it. Pass over to Carter. Carter back to Augustine. Augustine skating in. Shot! Goes off a shin pad. Westfold looking to jam it in. Puck goes through the crease. Garnis moves it up to the point to Carter. Carter over to Augustine. Back to Carter. Shot. Blocked. Puck pulled. And cleared. Looking to spring King on the breakaway. Sams comes out. Trying to play the puck. He's lost it. Carter will get it. Nice move by Carter to sweep the puck through the triangle of King. King, though, knocks the puck back. Augustine passes over towards Garnis. Garnis to Eden. Eden sends a backhander in. And it's going to be interference penalty. Yep. Evan Clausen offered interference, so another 5-on-3. Again, this officiating crew is doing an excellent job. They are seeing the penalties. They are calling them, trying to make sure this one does not go sideways. Off the draw, Lincoln wins the face-off. Opp passes it to Logan in the opposite face-off circle. Pass intended for Opp. Wenzel speeds to the puck. Ben Augustine gets it. Pass up to West. West saucers one to Logan. Back to West. Now to Logan again. Shot looking for a redirect. Augustine looking for a wraparound. Puck knocked back towards the blue line. West will stop it. Over to Logan. Shot. And saved by Fisher. No rebound. So Junta will head out for the power play. We'll see who he replaces. Britt and Donner does as well, as their matching minors have expired. Capitals get 5-on-3 power play for another 34 seconds. There's 1:03 left in the period. Opp wins it forward to himself. Gets tripped up a little bit. No penalty on that one, though. Puck jammed free, but Lincoln will get it and clear. It's a big clear. It's going to go in on net, in fact. Sams will move it to West. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. West thought about passing over to Opp. Skates it in. Tried centering it. Puck loose up front. Chip. And it's cleared out to Miller. That's one where the goal, I did not hear Sam slap the paddle to let the Capitals know that a man had come out of the box. That's one there, like, that needs to happen. Now, if it did happen and I missed it, what happened to my hearing? But either way, that is one of the reasons why the goaltender has to do that. Pass, intended pass, broken up, cleared out, and the buzzer sounds. So after 15 minutes of play, Capitals are up 2-1. They do have one power play goal, but all these power plays here late, they have not been able to add an insurance tally. Hopefully they can here early in the second period, as there's still 23 seconds left on the interference call to Evan Clausen. With all these power plays, the Capitals have largely controlled puck possession and shots. They announced shots yesterday. They haven't announced shots for this period yet, but it's definitely going to be heavily in favor of the Capitals. Sam's faced some, 5 or 6, around 6. Some of you be like, why? Say it. And like the sadist said to the masochist, no. Capitals, for this power play, will send out the end of this power play Garnis, Westfold, Eden will take the face-off, Glovic and Sin, giving this line a little bit, giving these players a little bit of power play experience, and that's a smart move. The Capitals' spot in the standings is locked in. Shot, glove, save, and these are players who, quite most likely will, get regular power play time next season for JV. Now, some of them will probably be regulars on varsity next season. Particularly Noah Eden taking the face-off now. Maybe someone who plays the varsity game here later. We'll explain that in a little bit. So some spots to be determined based on performance this game and everything else that might happen. As Glovic back with the puck. The Stars are back at full strength now. Long pass connects up to Westfold. Westfold feeds it over to Garnis. Garnis has it poked away at the blue line. And puck got sent back to the bench. It's going to be too many men. Definitely. Really, Westfold's going to end up serving it. Really thought, and maybe it wasn't Gabe Sin, I really thought Sin had gotten his last leg up off the ice, but if it was, and maybe there was someone else along the bench that I totally missed. So Capitals, with Westfold off at the 43-second mark into the 10th World penalty box to serve the bench minor, Capitals go on to a Jan Stambo Real Estate penalty kill. Faceoff was won by the Stars, but Broadfoot off the faceoff formation was trying to go back to the point, but the pass was out of his reach, left his own. Logan clears the puck out. Broadfoot back for it for the Stars. Pass tipped by Junta. Stick on puck, doing his best imitation of Gage Barron's. Shot, save. Puck cleared by Brett Augustine. Shot was by Riker Noden. Noden with the puck now. Pass it to the low half wall. Brown back to Noden. Noden up towards the point. Pass across to Broadfoot. Skating in. Shot. Scores. Sams was screened. Got a piece of it, but it went off his shoulder, arm, and up and in. So good screen set out front. Broadfoot sends the shot in, and once again, as it was yesterday, the Capitals have relinquished a 2-0 lead. We are 2-2 now at the 1:24 mark of the second. So we're definitely hoping the second verse is not the same as the first, but takes the puck away. Clausen and Noden with the assists. Centering pass somehow ended up making its way out. Sand gets the puck up towards Opp. Opp has to cut back, regroup. Pass intercepted by King at the blue line. He'll feed it back to Broadfoot. Broadfoot flips it forward up toward Miller. Miller will skate it in. Center looking to feed King. King tied up by Logan. Opp will get the puck to the Capitals. Skated into the neutral zone. Now the attack zone. Tries cutting towards center. Logan shot, save! But that's Junta. Oh, deflected, score! Oh, waved off high stick. Very, very close. Goal waved off for a high stick. It was close to that crossbar height. The officials believed it was. They're conversing now, but I just don't see them overturning the call. So yeah, no goal, unfortunately. Good point shot, a good hand-eye coordination. Just ruled that it was slightly above the crossbar, undoubtedly. And of course, high sticks in the offensive zone, and then with face-offs in the defensive zone. That'll be something perhaps interesting to re-watch later to to see was it indeed above the crossbar or above shoulder height. Face-off won by Lincoln. Shot blocked. Capitals not able to clear it out. Puck gets chipped into the corner. Shot by Parker wide. Stopped by Thomas at the blue line. Towards the net. Shot rebound. Sliding block. And the puck's covered. Jensen Glovic going into his own double pad stack. Shin pad. I do believe he got a piece of that one. And Des Moines, so we have Des Moines fans checking the replay on the YouTube, and they're indicating that it wasn't even close to a high stick. But a bad break for the Capitals. It's in real time as an official, it's tough. Quevedo shot blocked by Wenzel and out. So hopefully fortune will smile on the Capitals later, and they'll maybe get a fluky goal here to retake the lead, and it'll be well, the score will perhaps be where it should be. Augustine shot scored! There we go! There's the fluky goal we were looking for. It was a screen. I think it may have gone off the foot of Quevedo. And Ben Augustine will get the goal. I spoke it into existence, apparently. Can I speak a 9-2 win into existence? I don't know. Don't know if it's Cedar Rapids or Sioux City or not. That was wild. Friday night. So Capitals, Ben Augustine scores at the 2:59 mark, giving the Capitals the lead back. So today's game will not be a complete repeat of yesterday's. Glovic and West with assists on the goal. Shot by West, directed away by Fisher with the paddle. Pass across towards Noden, off the board, just out of his reach. Augustine's pass just out of the reach of Wenzel. No icing. Puck lost a lot of speed as it hit snow. Got waved off. Broadfoot with it for the Stars. Weaving his way through. Flips it in. Glove down by Augustine. Will skid it into the neutral zone. He has no eating with him. Pass, trying to thread it through the legs. And what do we have? Oh, we have an injured player, I believe. Logan Westfold making his way up. So did not see what happened to Westfold here behind the play. There was like some sort of hit, or if he got tangled up and crashed into the boards awkwardly or anything like that, but looks like Logan is at least mostly okay. Neutral zone face-off at the 3:55 mark of the second. Face-off sent back to Glovic. Glovic over to Hicklin. Hicklin board pass. Sent right back to the neutral zone. Will it go in on Sams? It will not. And that'll be an icing call against Lincoln. And now the puck will come all the way back to the Capitals' attack zone for a face-off. With now 4:04 having elapsed in the period. Up on the draw against Rose. Battle for the puck. Lincoln wins it back to Sackwitz. Despite that face-off loss, it has felt like the Capitals have been a little better in the face-off circle today. Shot by Ott. Pinballs up a bunch of things. Johnson shot. Glove save by Fisher. D change here for the Stars. Clausen and Broadfoot will head out. Off with another face-off against Rose. Face off, one back to Glovic. Glovic, shot, saved by Fisher, directed into the corner. Puck, bad out of midair by Glovic. Glovic towards the net, shot got deflected towards the end boards. Opp will get it, feeds it over to Junta. Junta tries to enter a pass off the side of the net. Puck cleared out to the neutral zone, good back check by Opp. Nice job by Glovic to step up and play the body. Lincoln gets it, transitional pass, up to Rose. Rose in on the breakaway, shot saved by Sams. We have a delayed penalty on the Capitals, I believe. Yep. Cross check. Ryan Logan to the box, the tint rolled penalty box for cross checking. At the 4:57 mark, Capitals end up on a Jen Stambro real estate penalty kill. They'll send out Brett Augustine, Jackson Carter, Zach West, and Ben Augustine to start this PK. Riker Noden will take the face-off for Lincoln. West for the Capitals. West runs it back to the corner. Augustine looking to clear and does so. Fisher comes out and will leave the puck for Broadfoot. Broadfoot leads a pass to the right side to Clausen. Clausen moves it all the way over to the left side to Noden. Noden work his way around the Capitals' net. We have a pass up to the point. Yep, to Clausen. Now across to Broadfoot. Broadfoot looking to feed it over towards Noden. Pass was in pretty tight. Noden with it again, out of the corner. Swept towards the net. Nice stick lift by Ben Augustine. That prevented Cooper Willis from getting a shot off. Clausen back to Broadfoot. Pass towards the low face-off circle. Brown ridden off the puck by Augustine. Augustine tries clearing it. Stopped by Broadfoot. Broadfoot passes back to Willis. Quickly one touch right back to Broadfoot. Diagonal pass. Shot. Blocked. Noden scores. Return feed right out. So Riker Noden, and he buries it. Evens the score with a power play goal at exactly the 6-minute mark. Didn't make out who made that really nice pass right back out to Noden, but whatever, we'll listen for that assist, but whoever it was for the Stars, excellent feed, and Riker Noden buries it. They're saying Clausen and Brown, but I don't know if maybe those assists got mixed up. But either way, a nice play. We'll at least have to golf clap that one. Yes, it was good. Shot wide. Sent that shot just wide. Capitals trying to get the puck away from Isaac Parker. Parker still battling with Garnis. Puck pinballs over towards Glovic. Glovic going through the gauntlet to get the puck in. Junta steps up to separate Parker from the puck. Westfold shot blocked. High hit in the corner. Pass over to Parker off his skate. Junta will get it. Sends it towards the corner. Augustine will get to it. Chips it out. Regrouped by the Stars. Pass over to Sackwitz. Sackwitz, his pass intercepted by Westfold. Capitals will send it in and go for a line change. Sackwitz pass will make its way to the corner where Landon Bliss will get it. Kept in at the blue line by Augustine. Now Logan trying to go towards the net. Pass tipped by Cavito into the corner. Now Cavito and Logan battling hard. Puck chip back to the corner. Opp fishes the puck out. Centers. They're going to connect with Wenzel. Wenzel tripped up. Opp shot saved, directed away by Fisher. Wenzel hustling into the corner. Will prevent the clear. Opp will get the puck. Sharp angle shot off the side of the post. Tried chipping one in. Saved by Fisher. Sackwitz with it. Has it poked away by Opp. Opp centers. Nobody there. Intercept. Logan, shot blocked. Kept in again by Augustine. Now it's cleared. Glove down at the right beyond the blue line, though. Augustine skates it in. Rings it around the boards. Sackwitz will get to it for the Stars. Got the puck along the half wall. West, connection, a pass across to Augustine. Shot saved by Fisher. Capitals faithful are feisty this early morning. Depending on what's the area Mike's picking up, we're going to be demonetized. Actually, we're not in a position to be monetized, but it makes for a slightly humorous joke. Pass across towards King. Jackson Carter will get the puck. This is back to Glovic. Glovic keys up towards him. Wenzel deflects the puck, and it goes into the Capitals bench, right towards A.J. Junta. Just chilling out. The only player sitting down. So, defensive zone face-off for the Capitals with 6:08 left in the second. West on the draw against Rose. Puck one back to Broadfoot. Broadfoot shot through traffic. Pad save by Sams. Directed towards the low half wall. Sams has been doing a good job this morning with the rebound control on those pad saves, sending them, when he gets to see the puck, sending it to that corner or low half wall. And we have a penalty on the Capitals. Interference. Luke Wenzel off for interference at the 9:16 mark. He'll go into the 10th World penalty box. And the Capitals will go on to a Jan Stammer Real Estate penalty kill again. This will be vital. Junta on the face-off for the Capitals. He's out there with Logan, Augustine, and Sin. Pavito passes to the face-off circle to Brown. Brown shot towards the net, saved by Sams. Probably looking for some sort of soft rebound out front, but Sams was able to smother that one, just take it into the chest protector and give just enough so that there really was no rebound, and corral it with the glove and block. Augustine, clearing attempt, didn't get all that puck. Again, we get late in the second period, so there's a lot of snow buildup. Shot blocked by Junta. Junta establishing position for the puck. Shot taken down! And unfortunately, Junta is in significant pain behind the nets. Junta making his way to his skates. Still in pain. Cooper Cook looking to talk with the referee about this one, undoubtedly. And looking, James Curran talking with the referee. I think looking for like, and we've heard the fans say it too, some contact to the head. The stick ended up riding up, and I don't think that's even the most of Junta's problems when he ended up crashing into the net. Don't want to speculate on everything, but it looked like there were perhaps two other areas that for Junta that he hit and crashing into the post that will at minimum result in a couple of significant bruises. And obviously you hope it is nothing more than that. And Miller's being escorted to the box for something. I'm not sure what. If they are calling a penalty for something happened with Junta, or if there was, so it's a hook. Hooking on Leo Miller. So Miller must have been the one who ended up hauling down Junta. We did see the officials kind of discussing things a little bit. That will even things up here with 5:22 left. So we'll skate 4 aside unless there are any intervening penalties. And if both teams pick up about 15 penalties again, does that mean James Curran or Cooper Cook is suspended from coaching the next game? So we're skating 4 aside. Opp tries to win it forward, slips the check. Pass up to the point to West. West dishes to Opp. Now to West. Gives it over to Logan. Logan, shot! Rebound, initial save made by Fisher. Logan ended up on top of the puck. Augustine taken down by Clausen. Opp battling along the side of the net, ended up going into the back of the net awkwardly, head first. Thankfully he's okay. And that sort of thing happened, Joey. Shot up front! Logan saved by Fisher! Cole Brown has it poked away by West. Well done by the defenseman, left wing, center, right wing, Zach West, who we're going to name him also now. He's the 5th goalie. Puck cleared out. Face off with 4:18 left. 34 more seconds of 4-on-4. Britton Donner pass over to Cavito. Cavito feeds it up towards King. Capitals get it back. Sending it back to Cavito though. Cavito feeds it towards King. And puck will go for icing. Just out of the reach of King, and it did not end up stopping before the goal line. Offensive zone faceoff for the Capitals here with 4:06 left. Now 22 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then there'll be a short 22-second power play for the Capitals with Miller still in the box. Union tried winning it back to the blue line. Puck captained by Carter. Carter chips it low. Donner gets to it. It up along the boards, so it's going to get picked up by Rose. Rose down the wing, tries cutting towards center. Good back check by Eden. Carter helps take the puck away as well. Carter into the attack zone. Cuts back. Area pass. Eden working his way through traffic. Shot. Got blocked. Cabito feeling that one a little bit. Clearing attempt blocked by Carter. Carter sweeps it across Rose. Garnis sends it across to Augustine. Up to Westfold. Shot. And we have a delayed penalty. King with the late hit on Augustine. Ended up with a late hit on Augustine in the preseason as well, which caught the Capitals' ire. Roughing on Paul King. We're going to the Tint World sin bin at the 11:40 mark. So the Capitals now onto a 2-minute Jan Stamper Real Estate power play. Although with luck, it'll be significantly less than 2 minutes. Up on the face-off. Get it himself. Feeds it up to the point to Logan. Logan across to West. West looking for a rebound up front. Trying to get a pass off pad on the trailing pad. Logan towards the net. Score! Hat trick! Ryan Logan! Power play goal by Ryan Logan at the 11:56 mark. Ryan Logan gives the Capitals a 1-goal lead as we approach the latter stages of this second period. Up and Junta with the assist. Pass out to West. West working his way through. Chips at it. Saved by Fisher. Up on the face-off for the Capitals against Noden. Going back towards West. Oh, Hicklin. Hicklin threads a shot through. Saved by Fisher. Logan, spin shot. Blocked. Pass. Breakout pass intercepted by Opp. Opp had it poked away. Battles to get it back along the half wall. Feeds it up towards Hicklin. I think it may have hit the skate of the linesman, though. Opp feeds it around the boards over towards West. West, pass out to Logan. Logan, shot, blocked. Hicklin will stop it. Has it poked away, one-on-one. Glovic on Brown. Glovic steps up for the hit. Puck's loose. Jammed out, saved by Sams. Logan with the hard wrap. It'll be stopped by Donner at the blue line. Passing attempt, broken up by West. Good stick by Zach West. Capitals send it up to West. West gets to the red line, fires it in, going off for a line change. Augustine gets to it, sends it up along the boards. Glovic pinches in, battling with Donner for the puck. Now Wenzel trying to wrap it around the boards, does so. Eden gets it in the corner, blind pass out to Willis, intercepted. I think the pass was intended to go to Willis, of course, but alas, it did. Sin pass it up to Eden. Eden drags it across King, now trying to work his way through the check. Wenzel with the send in. Now Sackwitz trying to break it up for the Stars. Intercepted. Eden gets a pass down to Augustine. Augustine trying to feed it up towards Wenzel. Wenzel backhander. Sackwitz got a stick on it before it could go in on net. Now Sin with it. Shot blocked. Out into the neutral zone. Wenzel got to it. Sent it back. Sackwitz with it for Lincoln. Pass up to the neutral zone. Out of the reach of Augustine. No icing, waved off. Puck died right at the red line, in fact. Sin with it from behind the net. Pass intercepted by Rose. Oh, Brett Augustine with it. Battling with King. Pass out to the point. Soft pass towards the corner to Rose. Rose trying to center it out towards King. Rhett Augustine intercepts. Now pass over to Sackwitz. Sackwitz off-foot shot, blocked by Sin. Pass out towards Sackwitz, bouncing, couldn't keep it in. It's sent it across to Covito. Covito with the send in. And it goes for icing. Offensive zone faceoff with 20.1 seconds left in the period. Face-off won by the Stars. Sackwitz moves it up along the boards, chipped out. It's going to send Jackson Carter back to the puck for the Capitals. Chips it off the glass. A little bit out of the reach of Opp, though. Chip banked right off the glass again. Opp picks it up. It's might have been offside, but it doesn't really... Nothing really happens because of it, thankfully, really. And so the buzzer sounds, signaling the end of play for the second period. So we'll take this time now to thank our second period presenting sponsors. And the Capitals will be looking for early in the third period a Matt Reed Country Financial Insurance goal. Matt has been helping families with their insurance and investment needs since 2005. His agency offers industry-leading products for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Matt's team also helps with financial planning because protection and planning go hand in hand. Contact Matt's team at 515-251-8891 to schedule your insurance and financial review. Again, that's Matt Reed Country Financial. Brick and mortar located right across the street from the Urbandale Hy-Vee. This is the one that's kind of close to the Pier Hockey in Urbandale. If you don't know where that's at, can't help you much. Kind of close to the Walker Johnston baseball and softball fields, if that helps any. 86th Street. All right, anyways. We also want to send some kudos to Kading Property Management for their continued support. Kading Property Management provides comfortable, safe, and affordable housing to its residents, as well as having a positive impact in their surrounding neighborhoods. Kading's communities are conveniently located throughout central Iowa, and they're continually adding new and exciting communities to their portfolio. Through their extensive understanding of development and residential property management, their team of dedicated professionals is able to provide the living experience you're looking for. As Kading says, let us make our home your home. We also want to thank the sponsor of the Rally Towels for the Turkey Cup this season, and that's Laser Graphics and Signs. Laser Graphics and Signs is committed to helping you bring your big ideas to life through custom graphics and signs. Their talented team works with you throughout the entire process to design, print, and install big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results. You can head online and learn more at laser.com. That's LASHIER.com, and you can see a bunch of their work everywhere. They do a lot of the signage for the Oakleys, the Des Moines Buccaneers of the USHL, obviously the Capitals. And it's also my understanding they actually do a bunch of work for the city of Los Angeles. It's like, what? Who knew? Apparently my wife knew. She has sources everywhere. All right, anyways. We also want to thank Letterman Locker, who worked with Laser to make the Rally Towels possible. Co-sponsor. Letterman Locker is your one-stop shop for high-quality hockey gear, team apparel, and community apparel. You can buy Capitals merchandise anytime at LettermanLocker.com. In addition to being the Capitals' permanent online shop, it's also your source for merchandise for the Des Moines Junior Bucks, the Des Moines Lady Wild, the Griffins, the Knights, the Pirates, the Raptors, the Scorpions, the Titans, the Thunder, and the Vipers, and the Des Moines Oakleys. Show your team pride and visit lettermanlocker.com today. And then we also want to thank the provider of the jerseys for the Turkey Cup this season, and what great jerseys they were and are and will forever be. And that's RG Source for Hockey. RG Source for Hockey goes above and beyond to help each hockey player find the products that best meet their unique needs. If you're on the road, you can find RG Source for Hockey locations in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Romeoville, Illinois. You can find them 24/7 online at rghockey.com. RG Source for Hockey. We fit your game. All right, we'll take a short break here during the second intermission of the JV game, the lone resurfacing intermission. We'll thank our third period presenting sponsors and then get underway here for that same third period. Capitals up 4-3 heading into the third. This is Kevin Wade for the Capitals. You're watching the Capitals on YouTube. And welcome back here from the Icebox. We'll have to do these ad reads quickly. Starting with Joseph Yeaman, Shelter Insurance. As your shelter insurance agent, Joe can help you make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Feel free to give Joe a call or text at 515-276-0011 to discuss your insurance options today. Again, that's Joseph Yeaman, Shelter Insurance. I hit the wrong button. Did that once earlier this season, ended up a total disaster. Thank you. Anyways, you've turned off your audio. All right, we saved that. Good job, Kevin. Bob Dole says, all right, now Strategic America. Strategic America is an independent, full-service marketing and advertising agency dedicated to guiding brands through critical periods of growth and evolution. To learn more about their expansive marketing and advertising services, head to strategicamerica.com. Again, that's strategicamerica.com. Also want to salute Synergy Homes for their support. For nearly 20 years, the team at Synergy Homes has been building the dreams of Central Iowa homeowners. If you have a custom home or renovation project coming up, connect with Synergy Homes and schedule a consultation. To learn more or to schedule that consultation, head to synergyhomesiowa.com or give them a call at 515-480-8087. Synergy Homes, exceptionally built homes. For an exceptionally built body, you might want to look towards Sacred Physique's bodybuilding company. Just like the Capitol, Sacred Physique's motto is simple: dig deep, no excuses. They bring that same championship mindset to the gym, and the buzzer agrees. Whether you're an athlete seeking an edge or someone ready to transform their body, Sacred Physique's personal training programs are designed to push your limits and deliver results. For more information on how Sacred Physique can help you reach your goals, contact Kyle Sacre at sacre.fitness@gmail.com. Strength is sacred, so is the journey. And we'll remind you the spelling on that email address is sacre.fitness@gmail.com. And then we'll wrap things up by thanking the Des Moines Buccaneers, the heartbeat of hockey in Iowa. Since 1980, the Bucs have developed top talent and inspired the best fans in the USHL. With fast approaching 50 alumni having reached the NHL, including current NHLers Mario Ferraro, AJ Greer, Michael Kesselring, Alex Laferriere, Jeff Petrie, and Nick Seeler, the Bucs' impact is felt far and wide. But no matter how far they go, their hearts stay right here in the 515. Hockey's alive in the 515. For tickets, visit buckshockey.com. I guess I should have said like right there in the 515, since we're currently in the 402, in a rival USHL barn. And we can say that lovingly, as this used to be, the Icebox used to be part of the Nebraska State Fair Complex. This was an arena that was used for state fair purposes, and we'll cut back to the live look here from the Icebox. As both teams make their way out onto the ice. Obviously, it got renovated in the mid-2000s to become an ice rink and the home of the USHL's Lincoln Stars, and immediately the Stars were, well, they have the best expansion record the USHL has ever seen. Oh, did we mention that the Lincoln Stars won the Clark Cup that very first season? As we mentioned yesterday, that was during a time when the Buccaneers routinely won the Clark Cup and then would end up winning the Anderson Cup, which was back when the USHL and the NAHL were both Tier 2 leagues. There was to be the Tier 2 championship held between USHL, the Tier 2 teams in the United States. Later, it eventually ended up involving the Frontier League and the America West League. I can't remember what it was named when, what came first, but that was a Tier 2 league. That was a fair amount below at the time, the USHL and the NAHL. And back in those days, it was routinely the Bucks or the CompuWare ambassadors out of Plymouth, Michigan, who won that Anderson Cup, but Lincoln won it their very first year in. Face-off one back to Augustine, and Augustine with the send-in. Broadfoot gets to it, passes it up along the wall, stopped by Logan. Logan chips it low. Chip over into the corner. Junta will get to it, wraps it back towards Opp. He'll make its way to the opposite corner where Broadfoot will get to it. Cleared out to the neutral zone, developing an odd man break for Lincoln. Willis on the far side. Good job by Augustine to get in front of that one. Wasn't really in a position to play the pass, so he committed fully towards breaking up the pass and did so. Broadfoot will get it. Moves it up a little bit to the left wing wall. Cruising into the attack zone. Nice job by Cole Brown. Brown as it poked away by Augustine. Britton Donner's board pass. Ooh, took a strange bounce off the kick plate. Bounced up. I think the Capitals are ruled to be offside on all of this. But fairly pedestrian pass, but it just it had to have hit the kick plate. It just took an interesting hop up. Britton Donner with the puck off the face-off. This pass deflected. Miller back for it for the Stars. Sends it towards the Capital zone. Glovic stops it. Quick pass towards Carter. Carter saucers one towards Augustine, who gets it into the neutral zone. Sweeps it over to West. West skates it in. Sends it wrapping it around the boards. Thought it might stop near the back behind the net. Nope, kept going to the corner. Samson Rose trying to weave his way around Glovic. Wasn't able to do so cleanly. Got to the puck and dumped it in. West back for it for the Capitals. His pass towards Carter. Wenzel gets it out to the neutral zone. Donner will have to regroup. Passes over to Cavito. Cavito back to Donner. Donner feeds one forward up to Miller. Miller with the send-in. Sams will make the stop. Leaves it for Glovic. Glovic puts it around the forechecker. Landon Bliss. Lincoln sends it towards the slot. Cleared out by the Capitals. Icing signal. It's going to be waved dead. Cavito will get to it before the red line. Passes it back towards the opposite corner where Dixon will get to it. Augustine shot through traffic. Saved by Fisher. Directed towards the corner. Garnish trying to emerge off the half wall, but can't do so with possession of the puck. And Hicklin tried to progress forward with it, but had it poked away. Augustine send-in took an interesting bounce. But right before the net, and then bounced just wide. Donner wraps it up towards Dixon. Dixon's pass ended up going into a gaggle of players. Hicklin steps up to play the body. Puck come out to Augustine. Augustine up towards Westfold. Had to move and ended up taking it on the backhand and couldn't corral it cleanly. Parker not able to get around Augustine cleanly. Puck comes out to Eden. Eden skating into the neutral zone. Passes up to Garnis, who wasn't quite able to control the pass. Stars onto the attack. Good back check by Logan. Up to the points. Shot blocked by Eden and out of the zone. Eden's considered speeding for the loose puck, but went off for a line change. Probably wisely so. That'll allow Opp to come out with Logan and Junta. Logan gets to the loose puck. Shot, save, rebound, and get picked up by Sackwitz. Sackwitz clears it up towards the wall. Glovic tried to keep it in, but it's chipped out. Now knocked back in by the Capitals. Glovic had a tag up, does so. Logan in on the forecheck. Glovic pinching in from the point, helps keep it in. Logan with the puck out of the corner. Opp will pick it up, fights through a check. Sends it back behind the Lincoln net. Now Junta going for it. That back where Opp will get it. Opp tag taken down from behind. It's a delay penalty on Lincoln. I think Riker Noden will be going off for tripping. And it appears to be so. So Number 43, Riker Noden to the Tint World Sin Bin at the 4:02 mark. Capitals onto a Jen Stambro real estate power play. It'll feature Op taking the face off. Junta, Ben Augustine, Ryan Logan, and Zach West. This is the prime opportunity for the Capitals to add a Joseph Yeaman Shelter insurance tally. Pass by Op towards Augustine. Augustine manages to get it back. Passes to Op in the corner. Op threads a pass up to West. West has it puck bounce and bobble it just a tiny bit, and it gets cleared out. Samson Rose, good responsible two-way centerman, gets that one out. Pass to Junta. Junta down to West. West backhand pass makes its way to Op. Op shot deflected, scores! Junta from Op and West. And there's the insurance tally we were hoping for. I keep speaking them into existence. Why do I have to keep having new insurance goals? Anyways. So Junta power play goal at the 4:44 mark. Capitals up 5-3. So, Augustine sent it back. It goes right back to Carter. Carter with it. Evades the forechecker. Moving towards the right wing. Hits the half wall. Chips it low. Pass. Connects. Big hit by Luke Wenzel. Steps up for a hit on Noden. Lincoln still with the puck until West takes it away from Willis. West tripped up, and we have another Lincoln penalty. Tripping, and it's Noden again, off for tripping. So Noden back to the Tint World Sin Bin, this time at the 5:16 mark. And the Capitals are again on a Jen Stambro Real Estate power play. And they'll be looking to perhaps add even some additional insurance. Battle for the puck off the faceoff. Lincoln gets it. Miller looking to clear it. Stopped at the blue line by Logan. Logan feeds it over to Op. Op. Diagonal pass to Augustine. Couldn't quite corral it. Pass back to Op in the corner. Op across to Logan. Logan not able to handle that pass. Towards the top of the umbrella. Pass intended for Op. Broken up. Junta gets the loose puck. Feeds it over to Augustine. Augustine shot. Glove. Saved by Fisher. Op tries putting it forward to himself. Broadfoot gets it in the clear, and he clears it out. Speed burst by Rose to get to the puck. Shielding it. West trying to ride him off the puck. Got off the puck in the corner, but the more time Rose kills on this, the more success for the Lincoln penalty kill. Good back check by Rose as well. Augustine up to Junta. Junta has it poked away by Broadfoot, who will chip it out. Op over to West. West quickly across to Logan. Logan skates it in. Taking off the puck. Logan trying to work his way off the half wall. Another clear by the Stars. It's been a good penalty kill by the Stars. It's not coming down to like an incompetent power play. It is legitimately good penalty killing by this Lincoln PK unit. Op cruising through. Pass connects to Glovic. Glovic skating in. Shot. Glove saved by Fisher. That's one where Sheriff Jensen could do it again. We'll probably look for maybe a pass-off pad with Noah Eden driving the net. Fisher definitely has the glove, to whereas if he sees it cleanly, he's going to make that glove save. Eden looking to win it back. They're trying to get to the point to Hicklin, but it's broken up by Willis. Willis dumps it in on net. Directed away by Sams. Shot from a sharp angle. Blocked by the Capitals defense out front. Glovic with it. Loses the handle. Fired back in by Willis. Sams will stop it behind the net and leave it for Eden. Eden's pass up towards Westfold ended up a little off the mark because right as he made the pass, the puck bounced up and started rolling. Glovic with the stop at the defensive blue line. Eden back for this one. Behind the Capitals net. Circles away from the forecheck of Willis. Holds up behind his net. Pass over to Westfold. A little soft. Willis almost intercepted. Clears out. Cavito sends it across to Donner. Donner's pass off the boots of Eden. Willis will get to it. Ships it beyond the blue line. Glovic will stop it. Long pass connects across to Garnis. Garnis trying to work his way around Donner. Donner takes it away. Puck moves up to Noden. Noden feeds it forward. Good collective effort by the Capitals to get the puck back. Glovic pass toward Garnis, just out of his reach. So Cavito over to Donner. Donner, diagonal pass intercepted by Logan. Logan pokes it forward. Gets it, coming out of the corner. Backhander shot. Loose! Up, trying to jam it in. Dixon will get to it. Stripped of the puck by Opp on the back check. Caden Opp not only has an outstanding stick offensively, he also has a good stick defensively. The number of players he strips of the puck. I think fans are upset. Oh, we have something happening behind the play. Ryan Logan was... Something was happening with Jamison Cavito. So Lincoln clears it out to the neutral zone. West with it. Poked away. Gets it back quickly, though. Fighting through checks. Pushes it towards Augustine, who tried kicking it towards his blade. Ends up going to the corner. West will get it. Center. Picked off by Parker. Wenzel on the back check. Forces Parker to move the puck. Sin with it. Hounded by King. We'll see who all has penalties coming out of this. Probably both King and Sin. And we'll see. Maybe it's just on Sin. Yep, I don't think Paul King has the penalty on this one. Roughing on Sin, so they got kind of like tangled up and fell together. Now then, probably. Probably ended up a bit of a cross check while trying to get up and end up with the roughing. So Capitals on a Jen Stamper real estate penalty kill here with the penalty to Sin at the 9:24 mark. Because with luck, Gabe will go into the penalty box for 2 minutes, feel shame, and then you're set free. Broadfoot with the puck, shot blocked. West gets it and clears. So Clausen will get it. Pass out toward Rose. Rose stripped of the puck by West, who tried poking it forward to Augustine, but might have ended up better if he hadn't touched it at all, maybe. Or otherwise, maybe neither of them touched the puck and they just leave it there. Womp womp. Either way, Clausen with the puck, passes it to left wing. Rose tried getting a diagonal pass over to Broadfoot. Broadfoot has to move it back to Clausen. Clausen, pass up towards Broadfoot, bounces off his blade, swept, not out though. Carter will clear it out. Clausen will have to regroup. West in on the forward check. Pass out of the reach of Augustine. Miller towards the net. Shot, glove, save by Sams. It seemed like Sams had his glove out even before the release, knowing where it was going. Off the face-off. Puck up to the point. Clausen. Cross. Looking for the diagonal pass. Puck swept forward. Now Broadfoot will get it back. Broadfoot gets to the red line. Fires it in. Puck will wrap around towards the half wall. Sent towards the net. Sticked away by Sams. Battle for the puck behind the net. Hicklin will emerge with the puck. Banks it off the glass. Clausen will stop it. Clausen across to Broadfoot. Broadfoot pass low towards Noden, looking to center it. Sliding leg drag by Hicklin, blocks it. Sends it off the boards, but it does not make its way out. Broadfoot again, across to Clausen. Back to Broadfoot, opens up. Shot blocked by Junta. Junta sweeps at it, knocks it towards the half wall. Broadfoot will get it. 5 seconds left on the power play. Clausen looked to shoot it, but Logan went down. Big hit by Glovic in the corner. Capitals cleared, trying to feed Sin out of the box to go for icing. Here was the recap of the end of the shift for Jensen Glovic. Boom! Here comes the boom! Holy cow, that was a hit. West on the face-off. Cavino fires it, but it goes wide. Puck will wrap all the way out. Rolling back towards the neutral zone. Donner will have to settle it. Moves it to Cavito. Cavito's pass went off the stick of Wenzel, off the helmet of Augustine. Now West with it. Trying to feed it out towards Augustine. Pass broken up. Good stop by Brett Augustine, but puck deflected back to Dixon. Now Parker with it for the Stars. Shot from a distance. Put to the corner by Sams. To the point, Donner across to Cavito. Shot, save, rebound! Gets sticked away from the net. Kind of worried where that one was about to bloop up into, but it was going towards the end boards. So Capitals with the send in. Donner back for it. Short pass for Bliss. That would have been a bit of a suicide pass. Capitals get it. Send it back low. Less than 2.5 minutes left here in the third. We'll have to see what happens if we get late. Do the Stars consider pulling their netminder, or because they've already clinched first place in the standings, do they just let it be? Sent towards the net, puck directed away by Fisher, centered up front. Sin fires, rebound, oh, couldn't get put home. Westfold was right there. Capitals got to hustle back. Rose getting in, shot, saved by Sams. I would contend that this has been Tyke Sam's best game of the season. Despite, like, you might go like, how can you say that when they've given up 3 goals? Very easily, in fact, I can say that. Well, rebound control has been pretty good. Just everything's looking good. Clausen passes back towards Broadfoot. Shot blocked. And Ott clears it. And there is an empty net, so that answers that question. So the Stars are going for it. So the Capitals will have to hold tight here late. Shot, score. Snipe from a sharp angle. I believe it's Samson Rose. And it is. Samson Rose made his way around the defense, skated in, and sniped one top shelf. Stars to within 1 goal by Samson Rose at the 13:35 mark. Fisher heads back to his net, but we can anticipate that if the Stars get clean possession again and into the Capitals' offensive zone, that Fisher will head right back for the extra attacker. So the Capitals will likely shorten the bench here for the rest of the game to ensure that they do pick up the win. They can't have that happen again. Augustine shot Clausen with his 4,892nd point today. That's not quite right, but he's had a number of assists. Pass back, intercepted. Capitals will clear it, and Fisher is back to the bench for the extra attacker. Less than a minute left in the third. Pass deflected by Opp. King bats it down himself. Augustine trying to clear it. Now Logan looking to clear. Does so. Broadfoot will get it. Pass over to Clausen. Clausen back to Broadfoot. Carter in on the forecheck. Sendin will go for icing, so Fisher will have to head back to the net with 25.3 seconds left to take what will be a Capitals offensive zone faceoff. So it's Opp, Junta, Logan, Augustine, and timeouts. Couldn't tell if it was the Capitals who called the timeout. And yes, it was. Based upon who was to their bench first, I was like, it's probably the Capitals, and it indeed was. So it's a strategic America timeout as the Capitals will strategize a little bit here about this offensive zone face-off. Capitals will have, like, if they win this back, do you try to... it'll be fascinating to see what the Capitals do. Do they just try to skate it back and play keep away? Just relinquish the zone? Do you try to set up and kind of just try to put it towards a corner and keep it, like, jammed up there? There's many options, so it'll be fascinating to see if the Capitals win the face-off. Because if they don't win the face-off, everything I'm saying just gets shot to feces, and it's like, well, that would have been a good plan. However, so see if Caden Opp wins this face-off, let's see if that's. But if Opp wins this face-off, it'll be fascinating to see what the Capitals do. Some of it may depend on where the face-off is sent to. Again, 25.3 seconds left. Sam's heads back into his nets. Riker Noden will take this face-off for the Stars. Back towards the defense, sent towards the slot. Logan shot, rebound up front. Noden will get it. Capitals quick on the back check. Johnson will dump it back in. Capitals have to forecheck hard. Attempting to clear up towards the boards. Tipped. Gets in behind. And nope, it was not tipped. It just missed, and it went for icing. 5.4 seconds left. Well, it would take something I've never seen before. I would have to assume Lincoln is going to have to basically try to win it forward and spring someone. If I was the defense, I would probably hang back a fair amount. Pokes. That's going to do it. Capitals pick up the win and the series split here in Lincoln with a 5-4 win. Without Tyler Nelson, it would have been a tough task even with Tyler Nelson. So credit to this Capitals team for pulling this off, and without Luke Barons this morning. So finally only 5 defensemen. So a shorthanded Capitals team picks up the split on the road. All right. So shots for the game credited, if I heard right, 31 for the Capitals, 23 for the Stars. And again, I know statistically it may not look like Ty Sam's had like a particularly like kind of like a ho-hum game, but in reality, he looked very good. Sometimes statistically you don't end up getting the result that makes it look that way, but again, rebound control was very good. Movements were good. He was tracking the puck well. So very strong performance against an offensively dangerous Lincoln Stars JV team. Well, we thank you so much for tuning into this one. The JV team is next in action in Waterloo on Thursday. That one the puck drops about 6 o'clock. We'll probably start streaming at about 5:45. Hopefully you'll tune into the varsity game here next. That one will start streaming at about, it'll probably be not too long after 10:30. Always encourage you to make sure you're notified as to when we are going live, whether it's varsity or JV. Subscribe and hit the notifications button. That way you can be notified anytime we go live here on YouTube. And as always, if you can't catch us live, catch us on the archive. You can watch or rewatch the Capitals at your convenience and here on this YouTube channel. If you aren't able to tune in for the varsity game, we will wish you a good rest of your weekend. If you are, again, we look to start that stream probably a little after 10:30 once warm-ups have concluded. Either way, we'll remind you, particularly when the Capitals JV team picks up a win and a series split on the road against the top JV team in the Midwest League standings. It's a great day to be a Capital. This is Kevin Way signing off, and we'll see you next time.